Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the second edition of the Duke Show. We hope you enjoyed the previous episode. We're going to be exploring the world of music today, and our search has led us to a growing iconic music performer. With me here is Jid Vocals. Welcome, Jid Vocals, to the studio.
Thanks for having me.
That's nice. Why gospel song? Why gospel music? I discovered your songs are mainly gospel. Why? Is there any specific reason to that?
Gospel music. I think the reason why I chose gospel music is it's a natural thing, because as an artist, when you want to write a song, you write a song from what comes from your heart, what you think about, and when you want to put your thoughts on paper, you only write what naturally comes to your mind. And when you find something that your heart is comfortable with, when you find something that you do not have to struggle with to do, you will definitely know.
It's a lot easier.
It's quite easy for me, and it's quite normal for me to do.
That's good. That's good. Your most recent music video, Kabiosi, was just released 3 weeks ago, and it's been having tremendous views and hits on Facebook, YouTube. Everybody all over has been enjoying this wonderful piece. What was the inspiration behind the music video?
First of all, the song itself is a song dear to my heart.
Okay.
And the idea about a music video is a good song deserves a good music video.
Exactly.
And when you have a good song, it appeals to people. So, and after a while, for you to rekindle the influence of that song, you need to make a video that will help remind them about that song once again. So that was the motivation, that was the idea, that was the inspiration behind the video.
That's good. Thank you very much for that. I'd like us to discuss in one topic the spirit or soul of music. What makes music? Because you are a singer with a very angelic voice. When you sing, and the angels wish you were part of them in heaven, and you are a keyboardist. So, and it to a very, very large extent, music. So, in a very short while, we are going to, love for you to discuss music in a particular context. But before then, again, I know you have a degree in microbiology.
Mm-hmm.
Most people don't know this.
Mm-hmm.
And you have an MSc in project management, and you are a musician as well. Wait, my God, how do you combine these three tedious career paths? What's the correlation? What's the correlation?
Okay, that is okay. First of all, microbiology was my second love as regards bachelor's degree, and I loved it, and I still love microbiology. But at some point in your life, you come to realize who you truly are. You realize your abilities, what you can do and what you cannot do, and it's only wise that you be true to yourself. I worked in a hospital for about a year, and during that period, I realized that this was not my place. I had the opportunity to stay back if I wanted, but I did not want to stay back because I did not see me being fulfilled. So I saw the more creative aspect of me, the more I saw
Fulfilled.
Yes, I saw.
Of you.
That's right. I saw that coordinating ability, the ability to start an idea and then finish it. And project management was my second love as regards masters. And as God will have it, I found myself, and it found me as well. Then for music, when you have a gift, for instance, you have the gift to put words together, you would not overlook it simply because you're an engineer. If you can sing, you should not overlook that gift because you are a doctor. Every gift in your life has its place and has its purpose. I have my ears, God gave it to me so I can use it to hear. I have my tongue, I use it to talk. My eyes for seeing. So if I have a voice, I should sing with it. It's a gift, it's there for a purpose.
That's good. Another question is, how and when did you know it was the right time for you to go into music? Was there a particular inspiration? Was there a revelation that you got, from above or elsewhere? How did you know it was the right time for you to go into it?
There was no revelation as regards music. Now, but for time, I knew something happened. But for music, your gift is a pointer. It's like a pointer, it's like a compass. It helps you know the direction you should go. And I started singing right from childhood, so I've always been in music, and music has always been in me. But for when I knew that I should go into music fully was when I was about coming to Ukraine. It was so clear to me. It was something God laid in my heart. Besides, I was going to study, but one was I was coming to lead hearts in worship. How I would do that, I did not have an idea. I didn't have any clue, but I was actually running away from it. But he brought people around me that inspired me to do what I was supposed to do. And that was how it all started here in Ukraine, as regards going professional and flowing up properly.
That's good. You are a star. I mean, all over your
Really?
Of course, definitely.
Okay.
You are a star, and
Okay. I take it for your words.
definitely. I mean, the inspiration I get from you, a star, but yet a humble personality, who so far hasn't allowed stardom or fame get to his head. You're still the same you that you've been, not an issue. What's the secret behind this?
Actually, I do believe that there is nothing that I have done that somebody has not done before. There is no place I will get to in life that somebody has not gotten to before.
But yet, sorry to question, but yet, other people who are in your position, they also know that people have done those things as well. But you see them.
It's about the mindset. It's about the mindset. I don't see myself as having achieved much. I've got a long way to go. So for me to realizing that is the best thing that will happen to me. So it keeps me humble because I've got so much work to do. So much work to do.
That's okay. Moving a little bit into the concept of music, I have this personal opinion that music has gone beyond what it should be, in the sense that the kind of music that sells more today is the kind where you see someone naked, is the kind where you see someone use vulgar and foul languages. That's the kind of music that sells more. So knowing that the gospel music, in quote, does not sell that much or faster than secular music, why do you still choose to remain steadfast in gospel music, knowing that there is much more to gain in secular music?
Duke, I want to answer that this way.
Okay.
I do believe that be it secular, be it gospel, as long as the music has good quality, good sound, as long as it's properly mixed, properly produced, as long as the artist did his or assignment properly, it will definitely appeal to people. A product of good quality will definitely be accepted. So I don't think it's about the secular or gospel. Something of good quality will be accepted and will definitely be successful. And like I said before, my going to gospel music is because it is something I easily relate to. It is something that my heart is drawn towards, and that is the best option for me as well.
So knowing that you're still upcoming, according to you know fully well you've not fully gotten to that extent that you desire. How do you day by day improve yourself, so as to get to that stage that you desire?
The thing is, I believe in short-term goals. If you set a short-term goal and then you achieve it, you move on to the next short-term goal. Now, when you achieve these goals individually, it brings you closer to the long-term massive goal you have in your head. So I tend to address that by focusing on one project first, finishing it, and then moving to another one. That's how I work towards being there on top.
Good. I have a couple of friends or colleagues who they have good voice, they have good talent, musical talent, but they are stuck in between, not knowing whether it's the right thing for them to go, the reception they could get from the public, how much they would realize after investing financially. If you were sitting down with the person, as you're sitting down with me here, what would your advice be? The person has, or the people have this desire to do this, they have the ambition to do that, but they are stuck in between the finance, how to realize much that you've invested, more than you've invested, and as well, the reception they could get. What would you advise?
First of all, if you know you have that gift, you need to follow it with all your heart.
Regardless of costs.
Now, as regards cost, you need to make sacrifices. Whatever you want in life, you should be able to forfeit some things and go for what you want. And as regards realizing money, there is always the time of seeding. You need to sow before you reap. So at the first phase, you will definitely not start making money. You should prepare your mind to get into this. Sow what I've got, and with time it will speak for you. It will definitely speak for you.
Thank you very much for that, and I wish that they get the message that you just passed across. Some months ago, you were with Samuel Poso and the likes in Nigeria, and I recently learned that you were nominated the
Nigerian Gospel Music Award.
Wow, that's wonderful. A very big congratulations from me to
Thank
you. Back then in Nigeria with Samuel Poso and the likes, what was the experience like?
It was amazing because Buki, a very respected gospel rapper in Nigeria, she organized a concert where she brought in The Truth from US, and she had the whole gospel musicians rally around her in Lagos, and everybody was there. Everybody gospel music was there. And my manager as well in Nigeria was around as well. So he said, this is about time we go do some introduction. We get to know one another and everything. So we went up, we met different artists and we spoke to them. This is Jid Vocals, this is Samuel Poso. He resides in Ukraine. This is what he does, and he loves some music and all that. We exchanged some CDs, and that was how we met, and that was how we went.
So the experience was a blessing to you.
It was a blessing. It was inspiring.
That's good. I'd like to ask you one very tough question, because I'm going to give an instance. I was in a supermarket one day. I was standing in a line, and then there was this young man that walked in. He had headphones on. The music was so loud that I didn't need headphones to listen to his song, because it was coming right from his ear directly into my ear, and I couldn't even imagine how much decibel was coming out from the sound that he was listening to. And the song he's listening to, I don't condemn any genre of music personally, but then again, I'm not of the opinion that some songs, rap and the rest of them is, I don't know how to put it, but let me just say advisable for people to listen because of the foul, vulgar, immodest stuff in them. How do you think the music, because definitely there's a study, there's a research that made us know that rap music and the likes, they are responsible for a certain percentage of death and crime in the US and in the UK as well. Because after when people watch these things, afterwards they tend to emulate what they have watched. How do you think that music influenced the society, positively and negatively?
Absolutely, I do not dispute that fact, but it's not only rap music. The thing is, music has psychological power. It can affect your thought pattern. It can affect who you are. You know, who you always listen to can affect your personality. And music, when you listen to songs that speak bad morals, when you listen to songs that do not necessarily give you positive insight, you will tend to think towards the negative. And then teenagers often become, because I worked with teenagers for a couple of years, teenagers often become the songs they listen to. So that's to show you the power behind or the ability music has to influence someone, not just teenagers, adults as well. And if a song is a song that has positive lyrics, it will definitely encourage. It can lighten up your mood. You know, it can inspire. It can make you think about greatness. You know, so that is that thin line. If the music has negative lyrics, it brings your thoughts towards. It pushes your thoughts towards the negative. If it has a positive lyrics, it pushes your thoughts and your being towards the positive.
Okay, that's good. Basically, I'd want to ask a very personal question. I've had this question in my mind.
Personal.
Yeah.
Personal question should be personal. It shouldn't be asked.
No. It has to be asked, and I believe you will be totally uncomfortable with it.
I hope I can answer that.
Yeah, definitely you should.
Okay.
You should, because the purpose of shows like this is to communicate to people,
That's right.
pass messages across to people, and most times people tend to receive messages when it is personal. When you say, from this experience, I've learned this. You too can learn. What is the greatest challenge you've ever had to face? How did you overcome it? Because people look up to you. You don't know how much, but people really do look up to you, and it will mean a lot if you could share something. So the question is, what is, or over the years, what has been your greatest challenge, and how did you overcome it?
As regards to music,
People don't only like you because you are a musician.
okay.
People like you for so many other reasons.
Mhm.
So, both as a musician and as a human being.
Okay. I've always been, in terms of something that really challenged me, I've always been this introvert. I've been this very shy person. And for the kind of thing I've been to, shyness is not something that should be around you at all. And such things are difficult to deal with. Such things are difficult to deal with because the only way to deal with shyness is to actually confront it.
Exactly.
Confront people, get to talk to people. And that process of trying to work it out.
Really tasking.
It's tasking. You will flop several times. You will fall as regards that.
Do people sometimes misunderstand your shyness for being a snob?
Initially, yes, I think. Because I was actually keeping away from people so much. I was.
Just because of your personality, or because you want to snub them?
No, I did not want to snub them.
Okay.
But I kept away from people because what I said initially, shyness. But I have dealt with that because it's something that you work on with time, and then you get better at it. Boldness begins to step in gradually. So it was a setback. It was a setback.
Knowing that you have many people who look up to you, how do you stand firm in your faith, not deviating? Because we could say it doesn't matter, but the truth is, I've seen, and I know many people who are climbing. They say pride goes before a fall, and in your own case, you've been so exceptionally humble despite the blessings you've received. So people would love to know certain things that could help them, maybe in their music career, they could relate it in whatever career path that they've chosen. Knowing that you have many people who look up to you, how do you keep your faith? How do you maintain your stand so that you don't go from Jid Vocals, the well-known and blessed, to Jid Vocals, the...
I totally understand you. The thing about this, I think, is you should at every point have somebody who you can listen to. Somebody who, when the person says, Jid, you are erring in this place, then you should be able to accept that. You should be able to see the person as a mentor, as someone who can give you genuine advice. And such people call you to order when you be, and it helps. So it is necessary that as an artist, whatever you are, as long as you grow, you should have people that you should be able to open up. And then as a person, you should also accept correction from everybody, because you are not immortal, you are mortal, and then you are prone to mistakes. So it helps keep you in check.
Definitely, that's good. Let's go back to music and the whole concept of music. What do you think music is?
Like I said initially, music is an expression. I think that word does it, because you listen to different people, you listen to different songs. It's simply an expression of their person, what they've been through, their beliefs, their thoughts, their flaws, their strengths.
Have you ever expressed what you've been through in any of your songs?
Yes. One of my songs, the Magdalene Testimony, it's something that tells, it kind of talks about the Magdalene, the lady herself, but then I try to relate it to myself. At a particular verse, I said that sometimes when we err, the devil wants to hold us down with what we've done. But when you have an idea that Christ paid, he won you over with his life, that you are free and you are free indeed, that really helps you understand that you can walk in liberty. And I expressed that in that song because it's something I've been through. And then for kabiosi, I got to the extent where I said, who is God to me? What does the Bible tell me about God? What names can I use to address God that somebody has not used? What God really means to me. So when you listen to that song, you hear some ways to address God that you have not heard from someone else. So it's basically your thought, your belief, what you go through. That is music, your expression. It's an art. That's just
if I remember a line from the song, it says, "You are he that changed my life."
That's right.
And something like that.
That's about me. So I was as well telling my story. So that's it basically.
That's good. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Just maybe not a couple, but just very few. I'll call it a particular genre of music. Then tell me the first person that comes to your mind. Rap.
Lecrae.
R&B.
John Legend.
Are you old-fashioned?
As a musician, you should be able to listen to things from when you weren't born to the moment, and then things ahead. So I cut across every age of music.
Because the first two I mentioned right now, you seem to go back to when was it? 19 what? 80, 70?
Not really old. These are recent people. These are recent people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think, this could be a joke, but do you think Lil Wayne is the worst thing that ever happened to the music industry?
Someone once said that Tupac cried when he had Lil Wayne rap. But the thing is, like I said, it's an expression.
Mm-hmm.
He expressed music the way he understands music, and it's working for him. People are loving it. People are listening to him. People are buying his. So it's I wouldn't say it's the worst thing,
Okay.
because that's his person, that's his style. That's
So I
his
said it could be a
expression.
joke.
Yeah, that's
But then again, another confusing thing that's been in my mind for a long time now is I've been looking to draw a line. You know, good music, bad music, because no matter how much we try to say everybody's entitled to their opinion, there's good music and there's bad music. Why does the so-called bad music sell? I mean, I won't call names. I won't mention a particular album or song, but I was listening to this song and it made no meaning at all. I had to replay it over and over and over again to find out the meaning. There was no single meaning I derived from it. But you look at the views on YouTube, 250 million. People love it. The likes are probably 300,000 likes. Why do should I say bad? Why do those kind of music sell? And the real stuff don't.
The truth is, as raw as I would sound, people do not love rebuke. All right, and the Bible says something about people dwelling in darkness and running away from the light because the light exposes so many things about them. You know, and the human nature, you will tend to stay in a place where you are not rebuked, where you are free to keep doing what you do, you know, and such music can only increase that tendencies. It can increase the giant in you as regards those kind of ideas. So it's only natural that it's natural, but it's not supposed to be. It's natural that people tend to move towards this kind of music than towards gospel music. But the thing is, there is a balance. There is a balance. There are also gospel musics that you watch and you see the views so amazing. You know, there is a balance somewhere.
But there are few of them.
I do not agree totally that there are few of them. There are so many. When I could mention some names, and you could just go check probably a Lecrae video. You could check a Martin Sapp video. You could check a Donnie McClurkin video. You could check. You know, when you check these videos, you see their views as well. These are Yolanda Adams, Cecil Williams. These are gospel musicians, and they also have those massive views. So there is a balance.
I hope not to condemn, but I read somewhere, and I watched as well in CBN, Donnie McClurkin. I heard he used to be gay.
Yeah, it used to be. Mm-hmm.
And he was still in gospel music as at the time he was gay. So
I do not know about that, but I know that.
You know, the thing is, I don't get it. Okay, he comes. I'm not judging. Okay, I'm just trying to wrap my mind around it. He comes, he sings, he praises God, then he goes back home and does whatever thing that he does. I don't know what he does, but he does whatever thing that he does. What do you have to say?
Now, I do not know if he was still gay when he started doing gospel music. But the thing is, even if he was, now the thing is, he's a new creature. All things are passed away. That says it all. You know, once you accept your wrong and repent, it's over. It's done with. That's all I can say about it.
Okay, I cut you short some time ago when you were when I was asking you the genres that when I mentioned the genre and people that came to your mind. Before then, who's your favorite? Your favorite musician?
Okay. Surprisingly, in the gospel scene, my favorite musician is Casting Crown.
Okay.
It's a gospel rock band. I love them for the depth of their lyrics. And when I say secular, secular does not mean vulgar. Secular means things that happen in our day-to-day life. In the secular, I love the craft and the work of John Legend.
That's good. Well, it's been very wonderful having you here, Jid Vocals. When is your next music video coming out again?
Soon. It's.
Do you have stuff you're working on currently?
Yes, I'm sure I'm working on a song. It's gonna be out hopefully soon.
When is soon?
It's
before the end of the year?
I probably. Because I'm working on two things simultaneously, and the song is titled Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's titled Yes. And then Praznified video.
It's coming out
soon. We are about 60% done.
Wow.
Production.
That's good. The Yes video, what is that?
Song.
Yes to what? Yes, I don't understand.
Yes to God.
Yes to God.
Yeah, the idea behind the song is this. God, you could tell me to do this. I know it's hard for me, but I know you will help me say yes. That's the idea behind the song.
That's good. Well, in conclusion, what was the best piece of advice anyone has ever given you? If you can go down the memory lane.
Okay, the advice was not given to me directly. It was given to someone I heard.
Okay.
And I've said it before that wherever you are right now, somebody has been there before, and wherever you will be, somebody has gotten there before you initially. So it's enough to keep you humble.
Thank you very much, Dad, for Jid. You've been so inspiring. We love your video, we love your song, we love your voice. I said it before that I think that when you sing, I'd love to think that the angels say that guy should have been here with us praising God. So we are really grateful that you graced the invitation. We look forward to having you here where you will discuss in depth music and every other thing surrounding it. We're looking forward to having you again, and thank you so very much. We're honored, and we're looking forward to your Yes video.
So
we're looking your Yes song. Okay, is it gonna be a video, music video?
It's gonna be a song. It's a song.
For now.
Yes,
okay.
For now.
That's very much wonderful. Well, thank you so very much, Jid, for being here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard Jid Vocals share his experiences and his advice. We really appreciate him being here, and we're looking forward to having him some other time. But till then, I'm yours, humble Duke CJ Amobi.